Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where you'll notice our finances are somewhat lower than they were previously. There's a reason for that, and this would be the reason. It's somewhat extensive. There's a lot of those. So that's all going. That is very nice, and we're happy about that. We can definitely finish up our combat with the natives over here. No problem with that. And at this point, we are basically getting ready to potentially do some expansion. I'm not sure exactly what we want to go after yet. I definitely do want to get... Let's see, this expansion idea would be nice. I'll get us an additional merchant. That's not the biggest of deals. The global settler increase and getting another colonist and settler chance would be huge. Absolutely enormous. So we do want to work our way down that way. We are, of course, at the point right now where we are 200%. We're 15 years ahead of time on our admin tech. So that's a decent time, I think, to work our way down this. So we're going to grab that. That also reduces our development cost, I suppose. That's nice. Let's take a look at our trade here. So we've got this here. Our trade is coming in from what direction? Mostly it comes in out of this node here. Okay. There's only one direction to go here, and that's where most of it comes from. And then down here, it can come here or here. So I think we're just going to transfer trade power over here for now and move our trade power up this. Actually, we're far better off to come out over this direction and move it this way. Yes, there's only one path. So we're going to have this guy stop coming here. That is Abirid Shahinen. Oh, we're already working here. We earn here. We should be transferring up this way. Okay. We were apparently collecting from trade here. That's wild. I don't know why we were doing that. Okay, so we're going to transfer up over here. That's now 177. Now, as far as this goes, let's see. Where did I send that guy? Here? Yes. We're now transferring it up this way. Okay, cool. For now, we'll call that good. We're going to want to overhaul our trade later on, but for now, honestly, we're making so much money that I'm not too concerned about it. I think it'll be okay. Apparently, we're going to lose some trade power. Sure. So we are still 2 years ahead of time in our dip tech. We are going to get our dip tech up here to level 7, and then we're going to work on our ideas for a little bit. I do want to continue to work on our conversions, of course. That is very, very important. And we shouldn't really have too much for provincial unrest for a good long time. Let's see, this is about a year until we get our dip tech up. Sure. It's not ideal, but it's fine. I wouldn't mind going to level 3 advisors at some point. We're probably going to start replacing with those as soon as we can, because our cash is about to absolutely skyrocket. I do want to hop into our interfaces here. We're not going to do too much of work with our constructions. At this point, we are... The performance is much better. Okay, it was when I did this, like, moments ago. I mean, it's still better. Yeah, honestly, this isn't too bad. As we get these options cleaned up, things will improve for us. So that's great. We're going to spend these down a little bit, get ourselves a few more fire temples, make a ridiculous amount of cash doing it. Yeah, it's mostly just on the month tick that it's incredibly laggy, but that's reasonable, especially when there's an autosave in there. That's not a big deal. That was a year tick as well. So yeah, I think overall this is doable. Cool. So we'll get that all spent down. And there's only so many more of these that we can build, right? So we are getting close to having all of our fire temples built, and then we're going to work on manufactories. But I want to check in real quick on how our institution spread is going. Okay. Is this our territory here? Yes, it is. So we are now finally beginning to see some spread from Ming, and then some spread up this direction as well. And this is definitely starting to expand. So that is fantastic. We're really, really happy about that. And now that we can build much more quickly... Oh, we can grab dip tech. There we go. Beautiful. So we will do so, and from here, for at least the next decade or so, we're going to focus on ideas, getting these maxed out. I would love to... Let's see here. That's development cost. National tax modifier is okay. Regiment costs, eh. Yearly army tradition, meh. Production efficiency is good, though. So we will... Actually, this is not sorted, is it? We will go ahead and convert here. We're at 72% right now. So that will proceed. And we will continue for now to build these fire temples because... Oh, wow. These are suddenly a whole lot better. Prestige and legitimacy? I mean, we could gain some prestige. Innovativeness is probably not super helpful. Why is this suddenly so much better on the fire temples? Oh, probably because our efficiency increased with our dip tech going up. Yeah, that's probably what it was. That's okay. So we'll get these done. Eventually. Oh, and probably there was also a bunch of workshops that finished construction. I'm betting that's what it really was. So we'll get those all queued up, and there's still a lot of constructions underway. We managed to convert some heretics, and we will continue to work on those. Because our dip tech went up, we should roll up at least one explorer, and that would be this guy. Now, we need 48 for that. Not quite enough on this next month tick. We'll have to wait one more month tick, and that does make me a little bit sad. But that's okay. We can invest in an expansion idea, and we will do so. Global settler increase plus 20 is huge. So that will be very, very, very good for us. We're now going to get ourselves that explorer. Those are some good stats. Okay. And we're going to explore the Caribbean Sea. We might want to think about getting additional explorers, but honestly, I think that the one is probably fine, at least for now. So what is our current speed of colonization? 135 a year. That is insane. Okay, that's very good. I'm not going to lie, that is very good. I would like to have more colonists, but for now, this'll be okay. We can get one more colonist here. Hey, our colony down here is self-sustaining. So we're now done in this area for now until we colonize here, which we will definitely do. We'll need to get some of these islands done, but that'll be fine. We can core, and that'll cost 138 admin power. For now, that's okay. The Caribbean Sea is currently done. And yeah, we're getting high naval attrition over here. That's to be expected. So we will continue to explore the East China Sea for the moment. Yeah, I think we're not going to get additional explorers for now. Oh, these are Astrian zealots? Yeah, they don't actually exist. They're completely fictional. I don't know what to say about that. They don't exist. But what we can do is we can continue to build fire temples. And so we shall. We're almost through our fire temples here. One of our ships was lost here, which actually surprises me. Yeah, that does surprise me. We should definitely get up to 24 cogs in this fleet here. And I'm also going to take this up to 10 early Carracks. That'll be fine. Okay, so we have a couple of fire temples to build still. Not many. I do the cutoff here at 0.1, as I said. Goods produce modifier. That's pretty good. With that, we might be able to make a few more workshops. So let's get these last couple of fire temples done. Let's take a look at our workshops. Yes, we can get a few more of these. Oh, this isn't sorted. Helps if I have it sorted. There we go. Boy, it's laggy on the month tick. Otherwise, it's not too bad. Cool. So there's that done. I want this fleet to... I want to select the fleet. There we go. And I want them to just come on in here. They can go ahead and repair. Cool. I also wouldn't mind building a few light ships here. Like, we'll get, for now, 20 light ships built. That'll be okay. And then we can go for some manufactories. So we will sort by improvement amount. And a lot of these we don't have the tech to build yet. That's understood. In fact, it looks like most of them we don't have the tech to build just yet. Well, we'll get there eventually, where we have some that we can actually build. I wish that there was a check mark to show, like, to hide available. But we can start to come down here. And there's so many manufactories that we can build that this is once again very, very laggy. Luckily, manufactories use a lot of investment. So we don't have to do this nearly as much. We're now out of cash. So that'll do. Cool. So I think our next step is to core Gabon. That'll be fine. Our governing cap has improved, but it isn't improved. Okay, Heretics of York. Sounds good. We will continue to convert. And we're at 72.7. That is getting a lot better. We're almost at the point now where once we take Humanist, we're going to be fine. So that'll be great. So yeah, next step is definitely to core Gabon. We're getting 9 admin power per month right now, and that's fine. There's another conversion done. Cool. But our colonial expansion is progressing. Now, I don't know who else is going to go into colonization. Ming might. We'll see. Ming isn't really a match for us, in all honesty. And if we have to, well, eventually we will go after Ming. That'll be fine. So we make that into a full core. Perfect. Okay, so our governing cap is continuing to increase, of course, because of our colonization. And we need to get our government reforms done fairly quickly. Of course, every time we do this, it will increase by 20%. But we'll be able to get some governing cap out of that. And we'll also be able to get some... Oh, apparently sneezing is happening. We're going to be able to get some out of some of these. Is there any here? Production efficiency is nice. But honestly, I feel like we don't really need additional... I feel like we don't need additional financial help. Like, we're making so much money. We're making so much money at this point. It's insane. We can just throw money at whatever problem. I mean, yeah. Have 100 ducats. What does that matter to us? That's completely irrelevant. So we are going to hop back into here and continue work on our manufactories. Is there a way to sort this by actually being improvable? We could sort by trade good. That would fundamentally do the same thing because that's what allows it, right? And everything here is reasonable in terms of its improvement. So yeah, I think this is fine to just sort by trade good and then just go to a trade good that we can actually improve. Like, for example, cows. And do something kind of like this. Cool. I don't really care so much about the improvement amount, honestly. What we're more interested in is making it very, very likely that manufactories spawn in our territory. That is the more important thing right now. So we're going to get these queued up as quickly as we can. Which, in all honesty, is not tremendously quickly. Because it's very laggy. But as we get these cleaned up, it will slowly improve. We've had that experience with both workshops and with fire temples. So it should be fine. If we come in here, yeah, this is reasonably responsive at this point. And if we come back here, just checking to see if there are any improvements to be done there. Nope, okay, all good. Can we seize back land? Yeah, and we definitely should do so. There we go, cool. And we can set in a state agenda here. Religion in Shakla, huh? Or colonial enthusiasm in Upper Acadia. So, like, up here. Yeah, we can do that. That would be fine. We could pull back this colonist here. And we could go start a colony up this way. It'll take a little while for him to come back. And in the meantime, we probably should send an army over there. I think we're going to go ahead and just recruit a new one. So let's recruit a new standard half. We're not going to need both sides of the army for the colonial venture. So that should be fine. And there's not very many natives here. They're not very aggressive or ferocious. So that should be okay. Oh, that's too far away. Okay. For some reason, I wasn't expecting that. We can send it here instead. Okay. We'll do that. We've converted Valois, and we are going to continue to convert. I don't know why I wasn't expecting that. I absolutely should have been. But okay. So our troops are going to slowly collect down here. With that being the case, I'm going to take this army and send them up over here. Cool. East China Sea has finished its exploration, and let's continue to explore over that way. We're definitely getting a lot closer to having all of this explored, so that's great. We can build additional province improvements, of course. We can always build more. For now, I'm going to hold off on that. I don't think there's a huge amount of purpose for that. I do want to check in on institution spread over here, and we should start considering where we're going to make our first offensive push, now that I'm feeling like we're fairly stable internally. That is definitely something we need to start considering at this point. And I'm thinking we take over Africa. Especially since this is where Renaissance spawned. Right? Right down here. If we push down this coast, take over all of this stuff, that could be fairly doable. I would like to get our ideas finished up fairly soon. There's still a lot to do there. We need 3 diplomatic ideas and 4 administrative ideas. So that's definitely a thing. We did manage to get these guys here. And was that all of them? Where are we going? Ah, we're lacking 1. Okay. Awkward. Very awkward indeed. For now, we're going to bring these guys back, and we're just going to let them repair. And hope that they don't, you know, all sink on the way. It may or may not happen. Yeah, we lost 1. Okay. Now we're back in coasts. Cool. So we're going to have to get another early Carrack here. And we'll allow those to repair for a bit. We'll pull these guys up over to here. And we really should have this be just the transport fleet, in all honesty. Well, let's split that off. There we go. We can get a Splendor ability. I thought we had all of those, but apparently now we have all of them. Cool. Okay. So our transport fleet. How many do we have here? Let's group all of them together again. And we're going to need like 24. There we go. Cool. So that should be fine for now. Of course, we're struggling a little bit to make it all the way up here. But we have this force here right now, and our colonist will arrive here soon, so we'll be able to dock up here very shortly. That'll be great. There's a conversion finishing up, and we will continue to convert, of course. Okay, so we're just going to let these repairs happen for the time being. And I know that we have further explorations. It's just not popping in, I guess, because that needs to tick. Right. Okay, so we're going to do more exploration in the Southwest Pacific. And at this point, I am tempted to get ourselves another second explorer. Once again, pretty good stats on that one. And we are going to continue to explore, this time, Pacific South America. Cool. So we'll make our way on over there. We lost our trader, and we're going to strongly consider going to a +3. With the amount of cash we're earning, actually, this guy's half cost, so absolutely. That'll be great. That'll get us a lot more diplomatic power, which will be perfect. We can use that to finish out the exploration idea group. Hey! Monumental Pride. Sounds good. Okay. How are we going, or rather, how are we doing down over here? These repairs are still underway, and we do not have all of these ships here. In fact, they're quite a ways away. We can convert a province to Zoroastrian, and so we shall. I do want to start thinking about invading Africa very soon. So we're going to need conquistadors in order to really pull that off, and we're still working on raising up this army over here too. A lot of that is because of our cogs and various other ship construction projects. That's fine. I'm not too concerned about that. We could go after Ajuran. That is certainly an option. We'll move over that direction. And do we have claims? No, we don't. Imperialism doesn't exist at this point, and they would accept vassalization. Do we care about that, though? Would we rather spend admin power or diplomatic power? Now that's a question. I would like to get these guys annexed fairly soon. We're still a tyrant overlord, so that could be interesting. And improved relations here is still going to be very complicated for us because of that over-governing capacity malice there. And it's just not going at all. Fair enough. So we just can't improve relations. If that's the case, then vassalization is never going to be an option for us. So that's a concern, for sure. That means that we're going to need to core, which ultimately means that once we finish our idea group, we want to swap over to admin power. And in fact, we probably want to do that now. So we'll go ahead and do that. We can grab ourselves viceroys for global tariffs. That'll be nice. Cool. $140 per year. Not bad at all. And eventually we're going to want to come settle over here. So we could we recall this guy and reach over here as it is? No, we need a cored province. So we need this to finish up. Okay, that'll only be a few years, so not a big deal there. I don't care about losing 10% trade efficiency, in all honesty. That's fine. No problem there. And the nobility can lose a little bit of loyalty too. That's fine as well. Southwest Pacific has been finished being charted. So we are going to select our mission and explore the Southwest Pacific coast. Cool. We converted the Heretics of Prague, and we are going to continue to convert in Kandy next, and that'll be fine. I do want to get started working in Ajuran. We should still be able to fabricate claims, correct? Yes. Cool. So we'll get started on that. We'll also work in Malindi, I think. They're allied with Kilwa, which is somewhat convenient for us. We'll go ahead and do that. And we will do more exploration. This one should be really like the Caribbean. Cool. Okay. And this all looks good. I do want to bring this additional unit up over. And how are we doing on our repairs over here? We have 22 out of our 24 cogs. I guess that's okay for now. And we'll take these guys up over. Cool. Hey, our colony over here is now self-sustaining. That's good. That, of course, means that we no longer need to be parked here. And we could park, like, up here. There we go. We only have 2 colonists at this point. So how many colonies do we have out right now? We have 2. Sounds good. We can work on expansion ideas here, which is still good to do. Center of trade upgrade cost. Okay. I wouldn't mind that. So if we were to come up to like our center of trade up here, I believe we need a lot more development in our main trade port, which is here. Yes, we require 25 development. Okay, so we'll have to work on developing that, and we can have a colonist work on that, actually. but that's probably not hugely efficient. We could spend military power on it right now. Let's see. This would require 1414. We can actually get to tech level 8. But we have 9 years, so I think I'm not too concerned about that. We'll bring this up to, like, military level 5. Actually, I'm going to keep going as far as we can. That's as far as we can go right now. We have to keep this somewhat balanced. So for the time being, we'll spend down our military power there. And that should be just fine. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will begin our conquest of Africa. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.